I'm live. All righty. Oh, and I I did everything last minute for this stream, so I don't know if I'm going to end up getting anybody in here. I well, I guess for those who watch it after the fact, I should just get into it. I've got no one in here now. I just set up this broadcast in the last 10 minutes. I had a little problem with my dogs. They escaped on me, and so I I did everything at 12 minutes of. Usually I have it set up a day ahead of time. But I've got a bunch of things I want to talk about today. Uh, one is things we love and things we hate about our small batch companies, or just kind of the things we love about it and the pet peeves we might have. What else? I want to talk about this awesome shirt I'm wearing, Bay Area Beard Company. We got a few people running in here. Chris from True North Beard Company, what's going on? Thanks for coming in. Mark Avenged Brown, how's it going? I was just mentioning, how you doing, Joshua? JP, sounds good. Yeah, I got this going like 12 minutes before the hour. I had Mike, welcome in. Thanks for coming in. I had a little problem with my dogs. They escaped on me, but luckily I've got the GPS tracker, and so I went running, into my car. The second they left, I got the notification that they were outside of my safe zone I've got set up. And, once they get out, they're not listening to me. So I got out in my car. I was out there for about 25 minutes. They took off. What's up, Fado? Thanks for coming in. They took off. I hopped in my car. The last location, I'm in a kind of woodsy area, so sometimes the reception is not that great, and their GPS trackers don't always work the greatest. But it did allow me to basically track their movement and head up a country road and head them off before they got to it. The two idiots were running down the middle of. I don't know. It's either Beans or Frank. I think they're both troublemakers. But I'll tell you what, it's a lifesaver having that GPS tracker. Otherwise, there's no way I can find them. It'd be a matter of waiting until, I call up the animal place, animal control, and find out they've got them, or some homeowner reads their tag and calls me, or I get the call that, that one or both are dead on the side of the road. But so let's get into it. That's what held me up today. I didn't even know if I was going to have anyone in here because, like I said, I set this thing up 12 minutes before start time. So what I wanted to talk about today, what did I put in the thumbnail? I think, the things we love and the things maybe we don't love so much about some of our favorite small batch companies. I wanted to also get around to talking about Lux. He's got a custom day coming up on Sunday. But the first thing I wanted to talk about is a company that responded to my call and let me get rid of this, for a shirt. Oops, wrong side. It's always reversed. So yeah, Bay Area, I get confused. Bay Area Beard Company created this shirt. It's got a beautiful little design on the back. In fact, I'm going to bring it up and share screen so everyone can see the full thing. But yeah, it sounds like in response to that live stream I did talking about how a lot of the shirts aren't made for us larger bearded guys, he responded by coming out with one. So I figured after I asked for it, how could I not actually buy it? And for some reason, why isn't my computer responding? I'm trying to bring up Bay Area Beard Company, and it doesn't want to hear it. Okay, here we go. But yeah, he made one up that's good for us larger bearded guys. And also, I do realize that I'm kind of wrong about this. Tyson of Copper Johns, he's got both, the ones with the emblem in the front and emblems, the small one like this, the larger in the back. And he mentioned that the sales of those aren't anywhere near the traditional logo in the front. So even though I think it's bad. So yes, no, Beans is definitely, I've got 4 customs ready for Lux. Joshua, do you feel like sharing what those customers are going to be? Or do you want to keep it to yourself? Hello, working hot like. All right. Actually wearing TCVC oil and butter. I love TCVC, but that's one that I think I love more in the fall and the winter. I gotta respect Bay Area shirt is kind of badass. How's it going, Gary? Welcome in. In fact, I want to bring up. Did I already bring it up? Yes, I did. Let me bring up and share screen. And this is driving me crazy. I'm all flustered. I was just, as I mentioned, driving around trying to find my dogs. It's kind of works on your nerves. Following the GPS, sometimes it stops, then it'll get going again. So where are we? The new shirt. Here we go. Let me bring it up. And it's only showing me the front, not the back. What's going on here? Let me bring this up in front of me. Sorry that I don't get it. It's not showing me the front and the back. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong one. Damn it. I'll get there. I'll figure it out. Where are you? Where are you? They can't be sold out yet. I just ordered this thing. Don't tell me these things are already sold out. Oh, here it is. Here it is. All right. Finally got it. So what else have we got going on in the chat here? Some hellos and how are yous? Big Stu, welcome in. So let me share this screen. Show you what Bay Area's got. Show you the back of this beautiful shirt. Present, share screen. And here we go. So this is the shirt right here. Let me get a better view of this. So this is what it says on the back, which is, behold how good and how pleasant it is for brothers to feel in unity. It is like the precious oil that ran down the beard. And then, of course, the front is like that. So beautiful shirt. Thank you, Matt, for creating that shirt. I thought it was getting a little sickening wearing my bearded cotton shirts nonstop, 7 days a week. Some more hello, how are yous? Mrs. Bruce City, welcome in. So I wanted to start off by telling you some of the things I love, and then some of the things I don't love so much about some of our small batch companies. And the first thing I love is I don't think you can ever possibly get the variety and the creativity that you get from the small batch companies, from those larger companies. You look at a company like, what's the big one? Beer Brand. And they've got almost, what do they got? Like 8 cents. And I think they've stayed, it's been a while since I checked out their site, but they just stay somewhat similar. It just, how many companies have got cents of the month? I mean, Mike Q, welcome in. Just chilling, snorting that ivermectin. You know what? I've got to, I think that's the one Corey was talking about. And he's sent me a bunch of voice messages. And it was right in the middle of my busy tax season. And I never really got a chance to check it out. And Joshua Ricks, let me know if you're willing to share any of those choices. Alley Cat, Sending's Endless Summer's best beard company shirt I've ever got. I got 2. I don't remember that one. I've got an Alley Cat too. that's got that beautiful logo on the back, but it's got the wording on the front, which with my white beard, it shows off transparency. White Brewer, welcome in. So what was I going to, so my first thing that I love is the variety you get from these small batch companies that you're never going to get from the big batch companies. If I had to pick, go the other side to something that really has been driving me a little crazy lately, is when a company doesn't have a scent list. The lack of a scent list, it just, I've been dying to try T3 and not too, make a bearded accountant rug. Evening, Western Rim. I think it was T3, and he's got 7 pages of scents. And I picked out 3 that I picked out like 7 or 8 that I thought would be up my alley. And I avoided the ones that said sold out. Welcome in, Ellie. Thanks for coming in. But then when I went to actually purchase them, 2 of them were sold out as far as oil, but were available in butter. They only have 3 cents now. Really? Beard Brand only has 3 cents? I thought they were at 8. I thought there were 4 of their standard blend and then 4 of their gold blend. And so anyway, I went through all the trouble of going through 7 pages and then finally went to order, and 2 of them weren't available. And I really am dying to try T3, but I couldn't. I discontinued the rest. There's only 1 scent that I ever really, really, really loved from Beard Brand, and I never really got a good chance to try it. It was, I'm trying to remember the name of it. It was the one with 4 things in it. It's like 4 sins, or I can't even remember what it was. It was like coffee, marijuana. But what in the hell was I just saying? So yeah, and after picking out scents and then realizing I couldn't get them, that I just gave up. Charlie Fat Man is closing shop. That's a shame. I thought he was trimming it down and just like going with 2 blends. I think he was going to go with the orange blend, and then I think he was going to keep the red blend. I loved the red blend. So close to being done at work, the CO is still here, and she is sweet as you know what. But looks like she could bench press you. It's a secret. It won't be at some point. I love that day. Well, I don't love it. When Lex does the customs and you have that day where he makes extras and you can get in there and order, and you've got like 10 seconds to get an order in if there's something he did that you want. When I first, it sounded good from the way he was describing it, if I'm thinking of the right thing, the ivermectin. But my first Google search of it, I got a bunch of things that said the bad things it can do. And it just kind of made me afraid. And what else have we got on here? Okay, so what was my first thing? Love the variety. I don't like it when a company doesn't have a scent list. In fact, I did an order from Ruddy Man, and sorry, Ken, missed some stuff. Were you able to get that Bay Area shirt? Yes, I was. I'm wearing it, right? I'm always confused which way to go. Get the Bay Area shirt on right now. And that's where I was. But what was I saying? I went to the Ruddy Man site, and he had has a nice alternative to a scent listing. I took a look. I didn't see a scent listing, and I was kind of bummed out. And I've been getting it just frustrates me to have to go through clicking and then getting in there, making a mental note and going back. But the way Running Man does it, if you just put your cursor over the over the picture, it automatically flips up the scent profile for you, making it real easy. So that was something I love, something I don't like. I don't want to do too many things I don't like, but just as another example, something that 11 Bravo, welcome in. Yes, 3 cents. They changed a lot. No more different lines. I wondered, did they stay with the upper line or just go to plain Jane line? And wasn't there something with I could have sworn I saw a DNC video where he was talking about some super duper inexpensive line that Beard Brand was doing with these super monstrous bottles, and that the blend didn't seem to be all that much different than the regular blend. And I didn't keep up with the conversation. Never tried them. I'm only buying from brands who don't rip off copyright material. I don't know if that is Beard Brand, but there's 1 cent from them that I kind of liked. I got a sample pack years ago. 4 Vices. Thank you. I got a sample pack, and the little drams were just not enough for my beard. What I remember is 4 Vices. I don't know if I loved it because I didn't expect to like it at all. But when I got it in beard, I didn't have enough oil to get a real use out of it. And I felt like the scent went away real quick. Yeah, for the brief time that I could smell it, I thought it was pretty cool. I tried all their scents at one point years ago. Scent was terrible on 4 Vices. I liked it. But then again, I smelled it for like half an hour. And a lot of what I liked about it was I thought it was going to be one of the scents I hated. And I think it was more the shock of how much I liked it, considering how much I thought I was going to dislike it. After last night, I'm buying from brands for a whole different reason. From now on, G-Lou. I don't know what happened last night. I don't remember that one. So, and it doesn't seem like anyone's got pet peeves except for copyright stealing. Another thing that I don't like so much is 2-ounce bottles. Companies that don't have 2-ounce, that only have 2-ounce bottles. I get it that it's a deal, but when you buy as much oil as I do, just the commitment to a 2-ounce bottle, I feel like I'm never going to finish it. I'm never going to use it up. The only 2-ounce bottles I ever used that I finished up was Anastamish. And the last time around, I got about halfway through it and then couldn't finish it. I've got a feeling I could have sworn that their classic blend, the plain Jane blend from Anastamish, might come in a 1 ounce, but I could be off on that. I've always gotten the premium, so I never wanted to even try the regular one. And so that's another thing I'm not thrilled with. And all right, if I'm going to keep on going, thank you, Russ. I don't like when they use oil in their oil. I didn't know there was an Andrew in here. Did I skip over an Andrew? Or there must be someone named Andrew. Ken, are Franken Beans on punishment for their adventure this morning? It wasn't this morning. It was an adventure about 45 minutes ago. So, and it's not really punishment, but they go through the woods, they go through swampy areas, and they come back covered in ticks. So right now they're in the basement. It's not really punishment, but it's I don't need ticks all over me. They went to 4 ounces and 3 cents, much more affordable. That must be what I'm remembering, but I thought, at least when I saw the DNC video, that they were still doing the regular bottles and the 4 ounces was just this other thing they were doing. And I think I remember at the time it being kind of odd because the 4-ounce was such a better deal than the 1-ounce, which was still expensive. And I could have sworn, I don't want to put words in Dancy's mouth, but he said something about the blends being comparable. So what else have we got here? You know what? I love half-ounce oils. There was a company that someone during a live stream got me interested in. I got to their site. They had half-ounce bottles. I was going to buy a bunch of them. The only thing that stopped me was that they didn't have PayPal. And I've gotten a little bit more careful about tossing my credit card around, especially with a company that I don't really know that well. I've only finished 3 bottles of oil so far. I've finished an awful lot of bottles. Almost done with 3 more. I've finished up a bunch. I used to do those videos, greatest compliment. I haven't done one of those, and I've got a few that I wanted to do it about. One was Diamond Hand from Lux, which I finally did try 1886, and I love it, but I think I got a sample. I don't think I'm going to buy it yet. It's, for me, I would want that during fall and winter. I don't think I don't want to get it for the summer. But it reminded me, to me, it was like Diamond Hand, if you ever tried that, but Diamond Hand on steroids. What else have we got? BB had 3 gold cents, 3 silver cents, 3 white cents, Target only. They kept 2 gold line cents, 1 silver cent in 4-ounce bottles for $26. That's such an odd thing that they went completely the other direction. Went from those, super expensive bottles to, 4 ounces for $26. It's cheap. I mean, I don't see myself buying it. At some point, I might go to like a Target and buy a bunch of stuff and do like a Target oil video or something. And pricing is going up next month. I'd rather have 1-ounce bottles and 2-ounce butters. 4-ounce butters are so huge and the containers are awkward, take up too much room. I, like somebody else just said, I love half-ounce oils when I can find them, and I love 1-ounce butters. And I don't even care that maybe I get ripped off a little bit, price per ounce. To me, to have a bottle that I know I can easily get through, in 7 or 8 uses, to me is great. And if I love it and it's going to be one of those things I get again, then I can get a 1-ounce. I don't know about innovative. I mean, they were the first big boys around, as far as I know. So, good for them. They had their run. I don't know how well they're doing now. And I love how some of these, I don't know if you guys can see, all I see is, face blue covering eyes. I guess some of these are YouTube only emojis, and because I'm not watching this on YouTube, I'm watching it through my StreamYard. I don't get it. 1886 is amazing. Yeah, I'll tell you what, when I first tried Diamond Hand, my first thought was, I don't like this too much. And I just kept on wearing it and realized that I really kind of did dig it. And 1886 to me is like Diamond Hand, just like I said, on steroids. 2-ounce oils and 4-ounce butters are great for people that only buy a few cents. Yeah, for collectors, it's a ton of products. Yeah, I mean, if I had 3 or 4 oils, then 2-ounce bottles. In fact, when I first started, I got some 2-ounce bottles. It was really thin oil. It was the only thing I was using. I had 1 or 2 oils, and it was easy to go through them. Sample bottle Doc Bastard is gone. I had that. I don't remember it. I tried Lux's co-wash like 3 years ago. I don't remember if I liked it, didn't like it. It was supposed to be one of those washing and conditioner things. I don't get combo things anymore. I don't even know if that's still a thing. Slip and slide. Yeah, that's I had Drift and thought it was pretty awesome. And I loved the container. Thought that was a pineapple for a second. What you all have for dinner? I had birria quesadilla. Now eating picadillo taco. I haven't had dinner. I was busy chasing my dogs. Steak and cheese sounds good. Steak with quinoa. Don't know what that is. In fact, talking about some of these Spanish foods, there's a sandwich. There's a place that makes them just on Sundays, and I'm trying to remember the name because it's in Spanish, and I always got a kick out of when I ordered it. My wife at the time told me I was pronouncing it right, and if I said it in Spanish, they'd stare at me like I was speaking another language, and then I'd have to say it in English. But it's basically a sandwich with fried pork, fried sweet potato rings, and then the onions kind of cooked in the lime, and then you put the hot cream sauce on it. My God, that was so good. I have a brand new bottle of Drift Wash. It's for sale for the right price. 7 egg whites, 1 cup of plain Greek yogurt with walnuts in it. I can tell you something I had for breakfast. Someone told me about Gordon Ramsay's scrambled eggs, and he's got this process of making the scrambled eggs where you do it in a regular pot instead of a fry pan. And I always put like a little bit of milk in my eggs, but he just does a little bit of olive oil, a little bit of butter, and then you cook it a little bit and then add some creme fraiche, which is nothing but a fancy sour cream. I don't really like sour cream that much, but I gave it a shot and did it the way he says to do it. Don't season until you're done. And I've been making the best scrambled eggs I've ever had in my life for the last 3 or 4 days. So what else we got here? So anyone else have some things they love about these? I love Dark Bastard. Just got it this month. I tried it. I don't remember it. I'd have to look at my own review to see what I thought of it. I'm pretty sure I liked Dark Bastard. I know I liked it. Still at work. Ellie, do you ever just eat while you're at work? I mean, you're cooking. I know sometimes when you're cooking, you don't want to eat. Is there a primary wash I use? I never review washes. I feel like I'm not. Don't really have the ability to really tell the difference in washes. To me, there's so many different things that go into whether or not my beard feels good that I can't really. I don't think I have the capacity to properly judge washes. So I pretty much right now, I know I like Artiest Man's wash. I have noticed that I kind of like it a little bit more than others, a little bit. I'm also been using Hemp Wizard, and I've got Matt's Daily Beard Wash. And as far as conditioner, I've been using, what is it? I think it's Clint that it defines beard conditioner. In fact, quinoa is a super grain. Quinoa. But as far another pet peeve I've got is companies that put silicone in their products. The companies I can think of right now, and I know they're supposed to be water soluble and they don't build up, and they eventually come out and don't create layers. I don't want any silicone. That's why when I ordered from Defined, I know their wash has a little bit of silicone in it, but from what Brian on Beards and Banjos said, I haven't really looked at the ingredients list yet. With the washes and conditioners, sometimes there are funny sounding things in there because it's a water-based product. You've got to have something to keep it good. And I haven't gone through the list to see if there's nothing I don't like in it, but I can tell you that it's been feeling really good. The Defined beard conditioner feels awesome. Quinoa. So what else have we got here? But yeah, I guess that'd be a pet peeve I've got is yes, they are killer. In fact, I didn't think I'd like it with the sour cream in it, but it does not hurt it at all. It's easy to make, and it is excellent. Yeah, just go on YouTube, look up Gordon Ramsay scrambled eggs. Best pizza on Thayer Street. I don't know. I don't go to Providence anymore. A lot of people think Providence is a shithole and they just don't go there anymore. If I had to pick my best pizza, it's not even a style of pizza that I like. I don't love the thick ones, but I'm going to have to say Twins Pizza in North Providence. I never was a big fan of the other one people say is great, Caserta in Providence. But as far as Thayer Street, I don't even, it's probably been 5 years since I've been on Thayer Street. And you're trying to give away Papa Bastard and Valhalla Bastard. I actually gave away Valhalla. Yeah, I don't remember who I gave it to, but I know I gave that one away. I think I did a review on it. It's one of those reviews where I would have been trying to tell the difference between what I like and what other people would like. And yeah, that conditioner has been working great for me. But the answer to the original question, I never review washes or conditioners because to me, I can't really. I feel like there's so many other things that go into how my beard feels that, I've got oil in my beard within 5 minutes of rinsing out the conditioner. So I can tell you Defined seems to be better for me than others I've tried, but I don't like companies that put pine in 80% of their scents. I got to tell you, lately I hated pine, but lately I've been a little bit more accepting of it. The first beard oil I ever bought was from the company that's in the I'm going to think of it in a second, that's in the pharmacies, Cremo. And I got their pine scent, and it was the first time I put beard oil in my beard. I was at work when I actually didn't work at home, and within 10 minutes I was in the bathroom trying to wash it out. And I've been, little by little, I get scents that have a little bit of pine in them, and I'm okay. But that's a good pet peeve. And who's going to hit me up for your address? Because I don't want to just give it out to anyone. I'll look it over later. Or you can email me, let me know who I'm allowed to give your address to. Okay. Yeah, I can send it to E. But, so, okay, there we go. My pet peeve, no scent profile on label. That can be a pain in the butt. Yep, I agree there. Or not so much a peeve, but I think it's a waste of label space. But when there are directions on how to use it. Just got Elite Inferno. Hustle needs to make a warning label saying Elite is not responsible for making babies. I wonder what is in Inferno for the scent profile. Easy enough. You can make it. I make my own pizza all the time. But that place, Twins Pizza, it's a thick pizza, but if I get it well done, kind of brings it down a little bit. And one of my things I don't like about pizza is a lot of times there's just too much cheese on it for me. And this place, Twins, just the right amount, perfect. The only thing that drove me crazy about that place, I always said, if they if I could get extra pepperoni, it'd be the perfect pizza. I'm buying pizza there and I'm taking it home and adding pepperoni. I tried ordering from there and getting extra pepperoni. A lot of people think this is the best place in the state, but the fact that they don't know how to put extra pepperoni on a pizza, what they would do if you ask for extra pepperoni, they'll take the spots that the pepperoni is in because they have it set up where there are two pieces on every slice, and they'll stack them on top of them. So you end up if you order extra pepperoni, you get a pizza with a burnt pepperoni on top and then two raw pepperonis under it. I even called up and said, listen, can you just spread them out? What they ended up doing was fanning them out. And so you ended up with partly burnt pepperonis and partly raw. It's amazing to me that I hardly ever do Google reviews, but I have actually left one, saying great pizza, except they don't know how to put extra pepperoni on it. Yes, in today's world, men can get Prego. And what have we got here? I can send it to you. Ken, can you put email on screen? What I can do is hit you. If you're on Instagram, I'll just hit you up there because it's a business email that I use. Symphony by Elite. Is it? I've got I won. In fact, talking about my pet peeve of no scent listings, I won something from Elite, and I was going to contact them, let them know what I wanted. I got to the site, and I was too lazy to bother picking through, so I just got whatever they sent me, and it was some sort of smoky rose thing. I haven't worn it yet. I don't think the scent profile is going to be for me, but I think I have a butter, the oil, and a spray-on cologne, which I'm going to try the oil once, but I'm probably not going to like it. So I'll have a butter that's never been touched and a spray-on cologne that I can give away to whoever wants it. But I'm pretty sure it's smoky rose. I need to, you know what? Triple babies. I could have gotten it for free, but because they don't have a scent listing, I was just too lazy. I just did not feel like clicking on each scent to figure out what's in it. You know what? I was considering using the butter to try it out, but if I don't like the scent, which I don't think I really am, I don't want to wreck it for somebody else. I don't like the idea of giving away used butter. I think it's just kind of gross. And then Define in Elite. AC is my favorite butter. I do love Alley Cat, but I've got a ton of butters. In fact, I'm wearing Tricky in Beard for the butter right now. It's been so long since I tried. I never tried Royal Beardsman. So what else do I have for something I like or don't like? And what time? Oh, actually, I can't think of any other real pet peeves or any of that stuff. But we do have Lex's Custom coming up. It's going to start, I think it's 12 o'clock, not Central, but Western Standard Time. I think it's 12 o'clock Western, which I think is 3 o'clock for me. And if you don't know, Lux, maybe twice a year, does customs. And what he does is on the website for an 8-hour period, you can order custom blends. You come up with the scent, he makes them. I love doing it. The only thing I know for sure, I haven't really given it a lot of thought, but I have one that he called Citrus Grove or something like that. He ended up coming up one with that name, but the name was originally for a custom he made for me. And it was simply fresh oranges with orange zest in the background. It is an amazing scent. I love it. The last time I ordered it, though, I screwed up. I just assumed he'd know what I wanted, and I just said orange with zest, and he made them half and half instead of in the background. Always does it when it's the wrong time. Uh, and I don't want to go crazy with them, but I was gonna get that. I was gonna get my something Grove. I forget what the name of it is. Citrus Grove or something like that is what he called it. I was going to get that and the oil and the butter. I was considering getting the luxurious scent that I didn't really like because of the I love it smelling out of the bottle, but when I get it in beard, all I can smell is the patchouli. I was considering, because I love getting his regular scents and then say leave this out of it. Like I got a Southern Bastard once, and it had cinnamon in it. I can't stand the cinnamon, so I said, "Can you do it without the cinnamon?" What he did was he replaced the cinnamon with tobacco. Awesome scent, and I think I want to get Luxurious Bastard minus the patchouli, and then I was thinking of getting Colombian Bastard minus the cinnamon. I don't know about Colombian Bastard only because I don't really wear coffee scents in the summer. Plus, I have plenty of oils for now. Yeah, the only thing I know I'm getting for sure is that Orange Grove thing. Sweet orange with orange zest in the background. I got it twice the right way, and then I was lazy in my order, and I got it when I got it because I said orange and orange zest. He did it half and half. You know what? I was thinking about bilberry. Thank you for saying that, Stu. Of getting bilberry, but I wasn't going to say pipe tobacco, but bilberry with tobacco instead of leather. And I think that is awesome. It reminds me of that Dr. Wolf from what the hell? I can't remember who makes it, but I just thought, yeah. In fact, thanks for saying that, Stu. I like bilberry. I like it. I've gotten bottles and I've used them up. I've still got a bomb, I think, but no, I've still got a butter. But the leather makes me not love it. Thank you, Stu. So I know 3 things I'm getting: my orange oil and butter, and then bilberry with tobacco instead of leather. And then maybe luxurious without the patchouli. I just gave Butters. I wasn't using my nephew. My rule is if I'm not using, give it away. I would love to, but it's one thing I think to give away. A family member might be different. To give away an oil that's partially used, okay. Yes, Fable. Thank you. Bilberry Oud. You know what? He might have a. I'm actually thinking maybe because I just got one from Woolly Wizard that was blueberry, tobacco, and oud. Wasn't I think Mark got it too. They were kind of even. The blueberry, the tobacco, and the oud seemed to be equally distributed, where I thought blueberry should be out front with tobacco and oud in the background. That might be a better idea to get. I don't know what you think, Big Stu, of bilberry with tobacco, but maybe even a little bit of oud too. Yes, Fable. William Shepard, welcome in. I don't know if you've ever been in here before, but welcome. Yes, Fable. I don't Fable. The only thing I think in nothing really, well, I don't really like Fable. I can wear it and it works okay for me, but if I wear it for like more than 2 days in a row, my beard does not like it. And I've always not trusted it because I think it's got five oil carrier blend with 4 or 5 with castor up front. And I always wondered how possibly can an oil with castor in the number 1 spot be so thin? And I remember and this was when I was just first buying oils, that I sent a message to Fable, about maybe adding castor. Would that be like a bad idea? And he responded to me saying, make sure you get this particular type. I responded back saying, well, that particular type is expeller pressed. It's not cold pressed. And he never responded. I think he's using expeller pressed. I'm babbling now, castor, and that's why it doesn't work for me, because it's the way he described it is that if I use a regular castor, or don't use the right castor, it won't work as well into the beard. Something like Artius Man, you got to kind of relax and take your time putting it in. And he never responded because I think he didn't want to broach the topic of that he doesn't use cold pressed castor. And especially, there was a reviewer that once was doing a review on Fable, and he held up the dropper and said, you see that gold color? That tells you it's definitely cold pressed. And I want to kind of jump through the screen and say, no, I don't think it is. How the hell could it feel the way it does if it was cold pressed? They don't make oil. I was just sitting there. I don't know what that. Yeah, E-Rock, what are you talking? Yeah, I don't know what he's talking about as far as who might have gone on. You may regret that. There's some stuff I gave away that I wish I still had from time to time. Actually, I was having a conversation with someone. They were talking about a Ruddy Man scent that they gave away that they regretted. It's the one I thought I ordered, but I didn't. And I've been doing their barbershop. That's kind of a weird barbershop. It's got like Spanish moss, cranberry candy, and clipper oil, and something else. I'm not sure I love it, but I know I'm just amazed how that you can smell clipper oil and it still smells good. It's weird, but it's good. And that's how this other scent from Ruddy Man was described. It was different, like it was unique. He gave it away and now regrets it. It was the one I almost got with like wine vines or some weird thing like that. And I don't know who's not making oils anymore. I wish I did. Let's find out. What's the mystery? When is he going to be on next Wizard? Actually, we were doing the first Thursdays of the month, and he contacted me and said that he can't do Thursdays anymore, and would I be willing to do Wednesdays? So why the hell? Why not? Why the hell not? And so we're going to do the first Wednesday of the month moving forward. I think I'm going to still try and do Thursdays. And speaking of Tobacco Defined, After Party is a banger. I never got After Party. Fable, too thick for you, Ken? No. It's not that it's too thick or too thin. When I first got it, it didn't make sense to me that it was that thin with castor in the front spot. And I think the answer is that it's that thin, even though castor's in the first spot, because he's using expeller press castor, which isn't as thick as regular cold press castor. So and I don't know if that's why Fable doesn't work in my beard, but I think that might be the reason, because castor always works for me. And so the thing was, I didn't think it was thick enough, and I was thinking of adding my own castor to it to thicken it. And that's when, I forget his name from Fable, said, make sure you get this particular one. And when I looked it up, I was like, that's expeller pressed. And he ended the conversation with me. And you know what? There is one oil that I would still get from Fable. I will say one thing. I've never had a scent that I didn't like from Fable. I loved every scent I got from Fable. And if the grower is still available, I would consider rebuying that, because I just love the scent so much. Try the new Tailored in Apex. Lex is still my favorite. I remember I checked out I haven't gotten tailored in a long time, and I don't know why, because I always love tailored. It's just one of those things. I'm constantly buying stuff to review, and you know, Apex, I checked it out. I have a note that I made to myself as far as why I didn't buy anything. Nothing. I really want to try it, but I think it was something that I just didn't see. I didn't see a cent that called out to me. I've got a note to myself telling me why exactly I didn't order. I had a list about 20 companies that I was, kind of had on a rotation to think about what I'm going to get. And I made notes of why I didn't buy from each one. A lot of them were just like nothing jumped out to me. But what was it with nothing jumped out to me. So I want to try it, but I've got to take a look. Yes, oud and blueberry would be good. So would oud, blueberry, and pipe tobacco. That's what I'm thinking. I love Dr. Wolf from Fable. I love the scent. And that, if I remember right, is just blueberry and tobacco. I don't see how oud would, cause a problem. Is only thing I would say is blueberry's got to be way out front. I've got a review coming at some point about, I got 111, and I think Mark's got it too, from Beard Oil Roulette. And I mean, I like it, but I didn't love it because it seemed to me like the blueberry, the tobacco, and the oud were like equal. And to me, that blueberry's got to be out front with the tobacco and the oud in the background, or even tobacco out front with blueberry and oud in the background. But them all equalized. It smells good because it's blueberry, tobacco, and oud, but it's not the way I would have, done it if I knew how to make beard oil. I don't think a lot of people like Fable. I mean, a lot of people love it. I actually really enjoyed it until I tried wearing it like a whole week in a row, and I just had to stop. In fact, when I was first getting used to using beard oils, I remember Fable being the one that there was just this day where my beard got long enough that I put just beard oil in and didn't need butter or balm. And at the time, I thought Fable oil was magic. It could have been that my beard just got long enough. But then when I went to review it, I was going to call the review a Fable 7-day journey. I had like 7 cents that I was going to review. I got to 3 days and I said, I can't. And I didn't feel like doing a video about how much I disliked it. So I almost did do it when he did that toilet post. I figured, he's doing something nasty. I can make a nasty video about Fable, but then I said, the hell with it. It's been so long since I used it. And that profile, if you're talking about the blueberry and tobacco, the only place I've ever seen it, I thought, was Fable. Yeah, I will say, if I wear Fable for a day, the feel and beard is fine for me. It's just multiple days, Tried Fable recently. Oil worked fine for me. I enjoyed the 2 cents I selected. Like I said, JP, I love their scents. And there's a part of me, if I didn't have so many oils, I would definitely go for that grower again. Number 1 from Alley Cat. I think it's got to be, for me, I think it's Ruckus. Yeah. For a while, I thought Moonstoppers might have been my favorite, but Ruckus, and it's funny, when I first tried Ruckus, I was kind of wishy-washy about it. But the more I used it, the more I really loved it. Old Home Place, that was me that gave it away, but wish I had it still. Yeah, Old Home Place, I thought I ordered it because I didn't want to get like a normal scent. I got the one which is sandalwood, coconut and lime, and I didn't think I ordered it because it was too normal. But I think because I got the barbershop that was kind of out there, that I figured I don't need two that are out there. Ruckus is awesome. I've got one more use of my Ruckus oil, but I've still got my butter, and I've got a full bottle of Ruckus with the pot in it. I think I got flustered from going after the dogs. Yeah, and it'd only be one Wednesday a month anyway. Who was on Wednesday? I don't recall who did Wednesday stuff. Yeah, Big Stu. Ruckus was awesome. Or is awesome. Never got interrupted. Is someone going to ask him about when he comes on? Yeah, Mark, I guess you've got a ton of stuff. Hey there, Tyson. Welcome in. Everyone doing their hellos and how are yous. Going to see if Lux can duplicate the Nintendo oil and vitality combo that I got from CBG. Am just about out. You know what? I was gonna, or I did. I asked, or I thought I asked Lux to duplicate that. When I said I liked Four Vices, I actually figured that I liked it, but it didn't last and there wasn't enough oil. I tried to get Lux to do it, but what I did is I named the Four Vices, and it wasn't quite for me. I didn't say I wanted him to try and duplicate Four Vices. I just said, can I have these four things in it? And it was a little too rough for me. And I realized after the fact that I screwed up, because I'm pretty sure Four Vices had the Four Vices plus sandalwood. And I think that might have made the difference. I went back looking at one point at the Beard Brand's website, and they just listed the Four Vices, but I could have sworn that I screwed up in that Four Vices by Beard Brand had the Four Vices plus sandalwood as kind of a hold it together part of the scent. That's something I can maybe do. Tell Lux that I want to get name the Four Vices plus sandalwood this time. Everyone saying hello, how are you? And by the way, Tyson, I underwear modeling, yes. I bought the let me get rid of this comment. I bought the Bay Area Beard Company shirt that Matt just came out with, because he's got the little thing, little emblem on the front with the big one on the back. And you're next up for me. I want to order the one from you. I felt bad that I said that you didn't have one when you actually did. So I'm definitely I'll probably do that tonight. More hello and how are yous? And I'm falling behind here. So anyone else ordering from Lux, or is it just me and Joshua? I'm sorry, Joshua and I. Last day of school. Holy crap. Yeah, you're right. It's coming up. For Gia, her last day of school, I think, is all the way into almost mid-June. Yeah, it ends late. Have a good evening. So, but yeah, I've got to order the Tyson shirt, the Copper John shirt. Making beard butter. All right. So does anyone have any suggestions? I love Stu's suggestion. I think I'm going to go for that. And I had been thinking about that, and it kind of left my my mind. But so far, the things I think I'm definitely going to get are my orange and orange zest scent in bilberry, without the leather, with tobacco, and maybe oud. I'm thinking about Four Vices again, but this time, letting him know that I'm trying to mimic Four Vices and add the sandalwood in there. And what was that question? Ginger Raz. Actually, I just got a ginger not too long ago, ginger ale scented oil. I don't even think I've reviewed it. I've got so much stuff that I've used, made up notes for, and didn't. I used to do 2 videos a week, and now I just do 1, and I've just got so many things I could review. But I think it was who the hell was it I got it from? He did a thing with Andrew Carlisle. Once a year, he does a live stream, and he offers free oil. All you have to do is order. If you pay for shipping, he'll give you free oil. And he says, if you want to help me not go broke, you can order something too. So I think I got the free oil plus ordered 2 more, and one of them was ginger ale. I really enjoy having ginger ale in beer. Ruckus has the best dude. To me, Ruckus is like parfait, strawberry parfait. Scumbag Joe is fire. It's leather, so if I'm thinking of the right one, so it's not quite for me. In fact, I think I never touched the butter because I knew it was a good scent. It just wasn't a good scent for me, and I didn't touch the butter so I could give it away. And I sometimes think my own butter is kind of gross. Wash my hands and all that, but you dig it in there with your fingers. So I never give away used butter. You like Moonstoppers more? For me, initially, I thought I was going to love Moonstoppers more, but Ruckus just kind of took over. Mike wasn't a fan of Ruckus. I was a little bit slow to it, but it's, I think, my favorite strawberry scent. I think I did a battle of the strawberry scents. I'm pretty sure I named that as my favorite. I don't remember. It was Gary's, a couple of Bay Area scents. I can't remember who else. I'm pretty sure Ruckus was I'm almost positive it was my favorite. I love it. Just broken. All right, candles. Excellent. Ken Interrupted had blueberry vanilla tobacco. That sounds nice. That blueberry vanilla tobacco. That sounds excellent. For my custom from Lux, though, I think I'm going to stay away from the vanilla. I don't want to tamp down the, I don't want to smooth out the blueberry and turn it into a creamy blueberry. Oud in it too. So blueberry, vanilla, tobacco, oud. That does. I had a scent from Voodoo Men's Craft with cream in it. I forget what kind of berry it was. And it was one of those things, when I first got it, I was like, I don't like cream scents. And I just kept on using it and using it. I think I've got one mad scientist. I think I've got one use left in the bottle. There you go. The power of, maybe I'm getting old timers, because the power of competition driving that price down. Yeah, so plus oud. Yeah, I think I'm going to go for blueberry, tobacco, oud. Yeah, I like the shirt. I wonder if I should have, if it's going to shrink on me, though. I got an extra large. I'm wondering. It fits. What else have we got here? I'm going to order custom oil and butter. That blueberry oud pipe tobacco sounds good. Man, what's he going to do if he get that? Well, we're going to end up confusing him if we start, getting nearly the same thing. I wasn't going to specify pipe tobacco. The only thing I would specify is blueberry out front, tobacco and oud in the background. Or I think I'm just going to say bilberry with, instead of leather, tobacco and a little bit of oud. In fact, I'm wondering if bilberry already has. I wonder. Bilberry already has some oud in it. Look up the scent list because I love scent lists. And okay, there, the scent profiles, bilberry bastard. What have we got here? Man, is that? It's got to still be on the listing. Okay. Blueberries, Italian leather, cedarwood, light musk. I don't know that I want to mess with the scent. I think I'm going to go with, I want bilberry, tobacco instead of leather, and leave it with the cedar and the light musk. Have a good night, Chris. I'm getting the keys from Copper John when he brings it back for a custom for me. Oh, the keys. I don't remember the keys. Last Looks Grooming. Yes. And what scent was I talking about from Last Looks Grooming? I am losing it. Ooh, and I just realized we're already past an hour. And so Bearded Respect is on. So I'm going to call it a night. Have a great night, everyone. I'm sorry I ran over. I didn't even notice. Yes, with Andrew. I can't even remember what it is from Last Licks that I was so thrilled with. Yeah, I'm just not I don't hate leather, but I just it's not my favorite. Avenged Candle right now. I'm going to send him the recipe and ask Lex to make my mom's jam. So what have we got here? All right, guys, I'm going to let this end because, as I mentioned, Bearded Respect is on at 9. So head on over there, and I'll see you on the next one.